What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and welcome back to the NPA. This is going to be the Week 5 team builder, I believe, and we are going up against Dan, aka aDrive. Very, very, very good man in the community. And by good man, I mean like an overall good person. Not just he's good at the game, but he's an overall very nice person. I love the fact that I've gotten to know him over the few leagues we've done together, like NPA last season and P4G. And things of that nature. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Dan, so I'm super, super glad that I get to play him again. I have played him twice, and I've beaten him twice, so I'd love to keep that streak alive. However, if I don't keep that streak alive, I'm not going to be upset, because I do feel like Dan has the matchup in this game. His team is absolutely busted. If you look, it's actually like right above me. Salamence, Alola Ninetales, Silvally, Seismitoad, Virizion, Rotom, Mega Mawile, Victini, Sharpedo, Alolan Sandslash, and Weezing. Now, there's a couple of things that he could bring to this game, but I don't really see him bringing. One is Virizion. I don't really think it has the best matchup, in my opinion. I think if it's going to be anything, it's going to be like SD, but if it's SD, then it can outspeed Ribombee. So I think that's where that kind of sort of falters a little bit for me. Mence, I don't see it coming because I have so many good checks to it. I have Ribombee, I have Choice Scarfed Mence, I have Stakataka. Like, I have so many things that can like hinder it that I don't really see it coming. However, it's such a big threat in team building that I'm expecting it to come, because I had to prep in such a way to make sure that it can never 6-0 me. And that alone makes a Pokemon a threat to be able to be brought and makes me think he'll bring it. Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, the Hail Core. He did pick this up just last week, so I assume he picked it up for me because my team does have a little bit of an ice weakness. However, I do think that my team will be able to overcome it. Alolan Sandslash is pretty much hard-walled by Vaporeon. Even like Adamant Life Orb, Icicle Crash doesn't do that much to me, so I can Wish Up, I can Protect, I can get rid of Hail, things of that nature. But yeah, I really think that those two could come. Alolan Sandslash not as much, but I think that Salamence, Alolan Ninetales, Silvally, Seismitoad. I do think that all four of those are guaranteed to come. Seismitoad is one of his best stealth rockers on his team. Actually, I think aside from Mawile and Alolan Sandslash, it's his only rocker. So I think he'll bring that if he wants to get up rocks versus my Sandslash. Also, I don't know what's going on with my clothes and my green screen. It's just stupid. Anyway, those four I definitely think are coming. Mega Mawile is coming every single week. He said that. I'm fully expecting it to. And then Victini. I fully expect Victini to come. So those are the 6 that I'm expecting. I'm expecting Silvally Ghost more than anything. Silvally Ghost is just a great stop to Mega Heracross. And after seeing what it did last week to Chase, I definitely think that he'll be prepping for Mega Heracross Hardcore. But yeah, so the team that I built this week, it's actually really, really out of the box. And I built it with my good buddy Jock. In call, we pretty much built for like 2 hours straight and hammered this team out, and I think we came up with something really, really good. I did a bunch of mocks with it, and it was surprisingly effective in every single mock. It was so effective that I decided to bring it to the actual game, and the entire team was circled around Guts Ursaring in Trick Room. So Ursaring eats his team alive. He does not have a switch in. Granted, nobody has a switch in because even Mega Mawile takes like 60% from Facade if he has some HP investment. Like, that's just stupid. That's absolutely stupid bulky. So I couldn't see anything else except for this to come. And his team does struggle with really offensive wall breakers like this, because if he switches into something like Seismitoad, then instantly one of his main walls are being worn down, and the rest of his team is just kind of sort of bulky offensive, and it can be beaten 1v1 by walls or by really offensive Pokemon. So this thing, if I get up Trick Room with anything, and I go into this, I get 3 kills. Pretty much. The only exception, Rotom and fully Phys Def Seismitoad. Those are the only exception. Everything else dies. Salamence dies to Facade. especially if rocks are up. Even at -2, Facade did 79% to a Salamence after Stealth Rocks. Yeah, so it's still KO'd after a -2 from Intimidate and Parting Shot Shuffling. So that's really important. Seed Bomb is there for Seismitoad, so even Seismitoad is now KO'd. And then Throat Chop KOs Rotom unless he's Colbur Berry. So this thing just picks me up a kill. Oh, and Wheezing. Fully Fizdef Wheezing does not get O-code by this either, but it does like 40% maximum with me to Sludge Bomb. So this Pokemon, it's so good offensively that I really expect him to overlook it, and it can do a lot of damage to him early game. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, is to do like early game breaking with this and maybe pick up a couple kills on key things to let one of my more offensive mons in the back clean up. So I need a couple Trick Room setters. First one that I have is my Celebi. Almost fully Fizdef Celebi. U-turn Trick Room, recover an Earth Power with Ground EMZ. This is to make sure that I get off some damage on Mega Mawile. Now, Mega Mawile is absolutely stupid to switch into. I hate switching into it. It's actually impossible to switch into it completely. However, it does have the problem of it wants to run more than like 3 attacks versus me. Like, it needs Play Rough, it needs Iron Head, it needs Sucker Punch, but then it also needs Brick Break. So if I can expect Brick Break on the Switch and I can get into this, I can live a Play Rough, I can get up Trick Room, I can get off Ground EMZ. So you have some really good damage on it to put it in range directly of Ursaring. Now, the biggest problem with this offensive strategies is if he decides to bring Brave Nature Mega Mawile. I saw that twice out of like 6 mocks. I was like, no, please don't tell me people are actually thinking of this. But Chase did think of it last week versus me with his Piloswine, so it's really not out of the box to bring Brave Nature 0 IV Mega Mawile. However, I'm really hoping he doesn't. I'm really hoping he tries to speed creep my Vaporeon to hit that before I can Scald Burn him. And then my Ursaring will still outslow him in Trick Room. So that's kind of sort of what I'm hoping. Also, Guts is like absolutely stupid because it's 1.5. So this hits 300 attack off of Facade. Anyway, so yeah, Trick Room, Earth Power, Recover, U-turn, very standard. The reason why I have literally nothing for Salamence on this. So if Salamence comes in on me, no matter what, my play is to Trick Room in its face. If he goes for Dragon Dance, I don't care. I'm Trick Rooming. If he goes for Z-Fly, I don't care. Then I have Ribombee and Thundurus in the back along with my Vaporeon to kill it. So I do have ways of dealing with Salamence on this. It's just I automatically Trick Room in its face. And with Seismitoad being pretty much guaranteed to come, I get a free Trick Room up with this thing pretty much every single time. And that's really high, like really good for me, honestly. But yeah, pretty good offensive core. And then to round out the entire thing, we have A Baby Destakataka. If you do not know what this meme is, it has to do with Dan's stream. He always says that he's going to name his child D-Stackataka because, like, Danny and Dan, so their baby has to be a D name, but he wants it to be Stackataka. Well, he doesn't actually want it to be. Either way, A Baby, the Stackataka. Trick Room, Gyro Ball, Stealth Rocks, Rock Slide. This is going to be my main switch into Mega Mawile, I think. With the Chople Berry, I can live a Brick Break. I can get up Trick Room, I can go for Gyro Ball, I can do a bunch of different things with it, and I can ensure that no matter what, I'm able to get off some damage on the Mega Mawile for Ursaring, for Thundurus, for pretty much anything that I need it to. I can get off the damage I need to with Gyro Ball. If he is like an adamant speed creeping Mega Mawile, then this Stackataka does about 60% or so to Mega Mawile, which is pretty nice. 50 to 60. So, oh, this also gives me my Trick Room up on Wheezing, on some variants of Victini, some variants of Sovali, and some variants of Alolan Ninetales if he's not running Hidden Power Ground or Hidden Power Fighting. So, these three, they're going to take up my early game. Like, they're going to take up pretty much everything that I'm going to try to do early game. And I'm going to try to get Ursaring in to just break. That's all I can think about is just getting Ursaring in to break. So, once I have the breaking done, I need some things to clean up. And I also need some more backup checks to Choice Scarf Victini, SD Virizion, and Salamence. this thing does just that. This is going to be my designated lead, however, because if he leads off with Alolan Ninetales, I want to be able to click Flash Cannon on it. I don't want to have to worry about Aurora Veil or Hail for the entire game if I don't have to. He might not expect me to click Flash Cannon first turn, especially if he has Seismitoad in the back. But if he goes Seismitoad, I go directly into Celebi, set up Trick Room, and then I can be off to the races. So I'm going to click Flash Cannon on the Alolan Ninetales lead if he leads it. If not, I'm probably going to click U-Turn just to try to gain some momentum and get into one of my Trick Room setters. But this thing just outspeeds his offensive mons like Mence and Victini, and Thunderbolt plus HP Ice just does a crap ton of damage to everything. And then another offensive check that I have to have is Choice Scarf Ribombi, Moonblast, U-Turn, Bug Buzz, Hidden Power, Ground. Now, I could run Hidden Power Fire. However, if I ran Hidden Power Fire, I'm able to hit Mawile, Sandslash, Virizion, but I already hit Virizion, and Alolan Ninetales. With Hidden Power Ground, I hit Mawile, Victini, and Alolan Sandslash. 3 really potent offensive threats to my team. So I think that having Hidden Power Ground to be able to hit things more offensively and deal with them a little bit better that way is more important than having to run Hidden Power Fire just for one situation with Alolan Sandslash. This Pokemon outspeeds Alolan Ninetales, guaranteed, and if Hail is up, this outspeeds Alolan Sandslash. So no matter what, I have that backup check to Alolan Sandslash, and Hidden Power Ground does about 50% or so to it, I believe. Hold on. That's with Aurora Veil. Yeah, 51 to 62. So it does the damage that I need to in order to be able to pick it off potentially late game, switch out, and then I can deal with things accordingly. So I have my late game stuff. I have my mid game stuff with 2 walls. And now this thing is going to be probably the glue that holds the team together. Vaporeon with Max Fizz Def, Relaxed Nature, 15 Speed IVs with the Wakanberry, Ice Beam, Scald, Wish, Protect. So let's go over this, like, because this thing can do so much this game that it's kind of insane. With Ice Beam, and I'm in Trick Room, I guarantee put a stop to Salamence. That's the first thing. Wakanberry. Victini with Bolt Strike is not able to 2-shot me. Scald is able to 2-shot it after rocks. With Wish and Protect, I'm able to stall out Hail turns. And with Protect, I'm able to scout for Z moves on the Alolan Sandslash along with the Salamence. So that's what this thing does. It does all of that for his main offensive mons. I can scout them to know what they are and deal with them accordingly. On top of that, his biggest offensive threat, Mega Mawile. This thing is able to tell me exactly what I can do to that Mega Mawile. With the Relaxed Nature, 15 Speed IVs, I'm guaranteed 1 point slower than neutral 31 IV Mega Mawile. So if I send this thing in, or like say Mega Mawile kills something, because Mega Mawile always kills something, I can then go into this, I can click Scald. If I outspeed him, I know he's brave. If I outslow him, I know he's not, and I know that Ursaring is in a much better position because he doesn't have anything slower to be able to hit me. So that's why I have the Relaxed Nature 15 Speed IVs. It's there really just as a scout. What scares me about this set is if I decide to Wish Protect on an Alolan Sandslash and he like is able to stall out Hail turns and then go back into Ninetales to reset Hail turns and then goes back into Sandslash and then he has 8 turns of Hail, that's terrifying. I do not want that. So I definitely need to play smart around that. But overall, this team, it worked really well in mocks. I'm hoping it can do the same in the game. I'm about to play him right now. I just changed my Vaporeon set, but man, I'm unbelievably nervous for this because I've played Dan twice, beaten him twice. I want to beat him a 3rd time. I really, really do. I love Dan to death, but I really want to make NPA playoffs, and if I can advance to 4-1, I'm definitely within the top half, and I'm looking good for playoffs. But with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I hope you all did enjoy the team. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below for me. Also, let me know what you're most excited for about this game, if you're most excited to see Mega Mawile or Ursaring or anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.